A company in Texas apologized on Tuesday after being criticized for replacing traditional Chinese mahjong tiles with redesigned game pieces covered in images of items such as bubbles and bags of flour. The mahjong line, based in Dallas, was the brainchild of Kate Legier, one of the three founders who are all white women, after she discovered that the traditional tiles had the same designs and did not reflect the fun she had while playing the game, according to the company's website. The company launched its neon-colored mahjong tile sets with a price tag between $325 and $425 on November 5, according to the company's website. Among its rebranding were words like "bam" and images of a bar soap and palm trees, drawing ire from many social media users who accused the company of erasing the historical relationship between Chinese Americans and the centuries-old game. What makes this culturally insensitive is that they felt the need to refresh, aka whitewash the game in order to make it worthy of playing, one Twitter user wrote. Another Twitter wrote, "There's a Dallas-based, what if mahjong, but for white people company. The color palettes are jarring and ugly." Also calling a line minimal, but stamping it with both symbols and numbers defeats the point, referring to the tiles imprinted with both the Chinese and the Arabic numericals. The mahjong line said in an email Tuesday that the company had pure intentions and a shared love for the game of American mahjong. While our intent is to inspire and engage with a new generation of American mahjong players, we recognize our failure to pay proper homage to the game's Chinese heritage, the company said. Using words like refresh were hurtful to many and we are deeply sorry. We are always open to constructive criticism and are continuing to conduct conversations with those who can provide further insight to the game's traditions and roots in both Chinese and American cultures, the company said. American mahjong, often compared to the card game Gin Rummy, is a 144-tile-based game that typically consists of 4 players, according to the National Mahjong League. Annalise Hines, a mahjong historian and assistant professor of history at the University of Oregon, told NBC News that while gameplay and tiles vary worldwide, mahjong sets usually are embossed with references to the traditional Chinese suits, including bamboo, circles or dots, and Chinese characters. American mahjong was popularized across the country in the 1920s, but, Hines said, the game draws on a complex history enmeshed with anti-Asian racism and colonialism. There was this paradoxical fascination